Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Untitled Review. Now it's back to the world of microphones once again on this channel, although we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different. It's the first time that we're going to be testing a Lavalier microphone and its associated kit with Comica's Boom XD2, which on the surface may just be the perfect gateway drug into a whole other world of audio. It may be a costly entry into that world, however, on the surface, as it will set you back around 225 quid from Amazon at the moment. However, that could just be worth the money for those who want a fair amount of audio-related freedom. And inside the box you get the transmitters and receivers themselves, 3 separate and different line-in options for use with all sorts of cameras and smartphones, just to increase that compatibility. A couple of proper lapel mic options, the other one is off screen at the moment, mainly because it's currently attached to me, and a couple of windsocks for the transmitters as well. As well as the age-old USB C to A charging cable, user manual and warranty card. So, on to the important stuff then. How do the Boom XD2s feel and what are they like by way of build quality? Well, one of the first things to note, apart from the fact they're made of some really nice and sturdy hard plastics, is that the transmitters and receiver are ludicrously small. As a testament to that, I've had to zoom the camera all the way in just to fit them in frame like this. They're, by way of size comparison, if you were interested, they're probably similar to an old MP3 player that you would have got some 15 or 20 odd years ago, although they are slightly thicker. I suppose really what this means is that they are really ideal for travelling. Now each one of the transmitters and the receivers do come with a rather nice intuitive touchscreen, and there's plenty of buttons on the side for power, muting and pairing, although on the receiver it is worth noting that there is a nice little reset pin and individual volume controls for either transmitters A or B if you're doing a separate interview or you want to run them in true stereo. Also on each of them, if I just turn that over slightly, you do notice that you get a nice little belt clip with it as well, which means that they are ideal for hands-free presenting, especially if you pair them with the traditional lapel mic that we'll come on to in a moment. And the fact you actually get 2 of them means they're perfect for interviews if you're like at an exhibition or you're presenting out and about and you want to go and interview somebody quickly. And it's actually worth noting that these associated lapel attachments do come with a mighty secure attachment mechanism thanks to this rather sturdy metal clip to ensure that really no matter how much you move, the audio performance and levels really do remain unaffected. However, there is one small little thing I do have to say with regards to those mic clips. There's no real way of moving them, which I suppose in a way does limit the scope of things that they can really be worn on, given the fact that they are kind of parallel to the direction of the microphone. Perpendicular to the direction of the microphone. They're more suited to things with straight edges like jackets and shirts as opposed to t-shirts. I suppose really that's just something to bear in mind if you do end up using these. The windsocks that you do get with them are marvellously simple to apply, so to take on and off. And it means that these can be used for both indoor and outdoor filming, giving you a really versatile option for the outlay that you're paying. I suppose really the last thing to say on the design side of things is that it comes with this nice little USB C to A charging cable, which I suppose really is nice to see on such a premium product and acts as a really nice sign of modernity. Of course, the important question with any microphone is, well, how do they sound? And at this moment, it's important to stress that these are a different kind of microphone to the ones that we've reviewed previously, and so the audio performance is going to be judged a little bit differently. There are, of course, 2 ways of using these Boom XD2s. You can use them straight from the transmitter, as I'm doing now with their omnidirectional pickup pattern, which can cause a little bit of background noise, but for a pretty much bundled microphone, they do sound pretty decent. It is important at this juncture to note that whatever means you decide to use, be it using the omnidirectional microphone or the lapel that we'll come on to in a second, they do only record in mono if you're using the one transmitter, but it is possible to pair both transmitters up if you want to have 2 of these things round your neck to pick up a true stereo format, as long as you're really okay with wiring up 2 separate microphones to yourself. And now with the lapel, so essentially this is what they sound like when you're using the lapel microphone plugged into one of the transmitters via this insanely secure attachment mechanism. You literally have to pull the thing out with a lot of force, which really means that you get a proper constant audio feed. What's nice is that these are arguably more intuitive to use, as you haven't really got what feels like a massive transmitter weighing you down around your neck. Although that being said, they are rather light, so it shouldn't act as that much of a weight to drag you down. The lapel's cable is long enough to use in a traditional presenting situation, so you can have the cable running down from your neck onto this transmitter, which can connect to a belt clip on your jeans or your shorts or whatever you're wearing at the time, and they do fit relatively well, of course, as long as you're wearing something that they properly fit on. If not, and if you're in the wrong situation and you're moving about a fair whack, they can cause some background noise. Just a small word before we get into the conclusion on battery life. The transmitters and receivers will work for 5 hours on a 300 milliamp hour battery before needing to recharge, meaning it's probably best to record with them in short bursts as opposed to doing one long kind of big record, if you like. So, in conclusion then, should you pick up the Comica's Boom XD2 mic set? Well, whilst 225 quid does, on the surface, sound like a fair amount of money for this particular bit of kit, they are a fair bit less expensive than some of the competition. For the same amount of stuff that you get in the box from Comica, from the likes of Rode, it will cost you over 100 quid more. So these are definitely well worth a pickup. They offer a decent bit of audio performance with some marvellous portability and plenty of extra kit in the box to justify the price, meaning they are ideal for those kind of first-time content creators out there, or somebody who just wants things that are a little bit more convenient than opposed to trawling around all the different places on the internet to get all the kit that they need. So it's definitely a thumbs up from me. And I guess all that really remains to be said is that if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. To follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Links should be appearing on the screen right about now. And to check out the blog in the description as well. There should be some posts around there that you'll hopefully find interesting and engaging to read. Also, another aside is that there's now a Teespring store where you can pick up some marvellous Untitled merch, be it if you're looking for t-shirts, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, wall art and whatnot. There's all the stuff down there, and Teespring do ship worldwide, which is absolutely marvellous. And also, if you like any of the kit that we feature in these videos, be it these Comica Boom XD2s or any of the other myriads of microphones, keyboards, mice, headsets and other bits that we've reviewed over the last couple of years, then there'll be Amazon links down in the description where you can pick them up. So thank you very much for watching.